Hey, what's up, you guys? As you can see, I'm uploading a little bit more frequently. Excuse my voice if I sound like a sleepy version of Kermit the Frog right now. I literally just got up out of bed. I know it's like 12 o'clock right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this yet. I'm gonna upload it sometime today. I might just like do all my editing and stuff tonight, but it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But honestly, on days when I don't have to go into work till late, the whole house sleeps in. Like, we all just, the heck with morning time. Seriously. I'm still like rubbing sleep crust out of my eye. Sorry if that's disgusting to some people, but like, I'm so tired. Anyway, as you can see from the title of this video, the subject of the video is kind of a really personal one, and I don't know why I sound congested right now. I'm not, but anyway, I haven't decided entirely what the title is going to be, but it's something pertaining to like a weight gain journey, basically. And it's something I haven't ever really talked about on this channel or the one that I've had before. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. This is not, I guess, what you would call I know how some people get on and they talk about like how they've had eating disorders or like anorexia or something like that. This is not that per se. Like, by definition, anorexia is something that affects you mentally, in a sense where every time you look at yourself, you see yourself as fat. That is not the case with me. I can very clearly see and perceive that I am really skinny. Some people actually would define anorexia by the term of just not eating. And that's where a lot of people have had me misconstrued before, where I will eat so little that people think that I'm anorexic automatically. They think that I'm trying to be really skinny or whatever, but that's not the case either. The case with me as far as being really, really skinny is just the fact that, yes, I don't really eat that much. I counted up my calories last week not the whole week, but like a couple days out of the week, and my average was 600 to 900 a day. And that like shocked me. And that was kind of the point where it's just like, okay, this is ridiculous. I need to put on some weight. I really need to start eating more. And a lot of people would kind of question, well, if you're not worried about being skinny, why don't you eat more? Excuse me. I have hiccups. I'm trying to eat breakfast right now. Case in point, this 1 cup of yogurt is a lot for me to eat. Like, I have to eat it really, really slowly in order to like eat all of it. Some people, like my fiance for example, he can down an entire plate of food in under 5 minutes and he's fine. I have to eat this really slowly. But anyway, the reason behind my really low appetite, I guess you could say I've got an extremely sensitive stomach, and that's to say the least. I have a stomach condition actually that I'll probably go more into in another video. But you guys can Google it. It's called cyclic vomiting syndrome, or CVS as it's abbreviated. There's an entire association for people with this condition. There's a support group for people like me. But anyway, it's just as fun as it sounds. It's a really nasty condition. It's characterized by really bad like spells of nausea, basically, and they're cyclic. Like, they come in cycles. They're just like, you'll notice you'll feel sick at a certain time, or just like for a certain period of time. The articles describe it better than I do, and it's something I've had since I was really little, and I never knew I had it until I was 17, around the time I had my son. And when I got pregnant, obviously like morning sickness kicked in as well, and over the course of the first 3 months of my pregnancy, I was 95 pounds when I first found out I was pregnant, and I dropped 3 pounds over that first 3 months. So I went down to 92 pounds. And I will never forget the resounding silence in the room when I stepped on the scale at that doctor's appointment when I was 12 weeks. And I only gained 11 pounds total the entire pregnancy. The day I delivered my son, I was 106 pounds, up from 95. Now, granted, you don't need to put on 2,000 tons when you're pregnant, but you're supposed to gain, for someone as small as me, you're supposed to gain at least 15 to 25 pounds. I didn't even gain that. And I just, like, I was worried for my son, you know, when I was pregnant. I didn't know that there was anything that my doctor could have given me. Like, she never offered to give me anything, like, for nausea or, like, to help my appetite or anything. But I guess it was also my fault because I just kind of figured there wasn't really anything that you could do about that. And so I never really asked. I didn't bring it up. I tried to be a trooper and just force myself to eat anyway, which really wasn't working. But I got in enough calories to give birth to a healthy 6 pound, 6.3 ounce baby boy. And so, I mean, I was happy. But then again, because I've nursed my son for so long, he's going to be 3 in a couple weeks, and I'm still nursing him. And anyone who's breastfed has known that breastfeeding burns an extra 500 to 1,000 calories a day. And when you're not even taking in 1,000 calories a day, that's not good. I mean, some people might think that's nice if they're trying to lose weight, but when you're as thin as I am, let me just start off. I'm 5'1", and I'm 96 pounds. And I never used to have too much of an issue with being this skinny, but, like, it's one thing when you're younger. You're like 12, 13. You're supposed to be kind of on the skinny side. At least if you're like I have a slender build anyway. I'm not broad boned or anything, so I don't look like skeletal or anything like that. You know, I'm only a couple pounds underweight. My ideal weight range is between 98 to, I believe, 132 pounds. Anywhere within that is considered a healthy weight for my BMI, or body mass index. And, you know, a lot of people wouldn't freak out over that. I personally, because I have wanted to gain weight for a while, like, I've tried before. I've tried just forcing myself to eat more, but my cat's like after my yogurt, but I've never really kept track of my calories or, you know, kept a food journal, which I've started doing now. And, you know, I would just always fail because when you go so long eating so little, your stomach shrinks and it gets used to a certain amount of food. And if you try to put more in than what you're used to, you start feeling sick. And for me, already having a syndrome where I feel sick most of the time anyway, it's not plausible to do something that's going to make me even sicker. Like, there was just no point. I would try to force myself to, say, eat a really big breakfast or something of that nature. I wouldn't be able to eat the whole rest of the day. Like, I would love to sit down and have a plate of, like, eggs, bacon, toast, sausage, an English muffin, some yogurt, a cup of milk, and a cup of juice, like that, like, superstar kind of breakfast, but I can't stomach all that. I could have maybe a couple bites of each thing, but I couldn't finish all that. Sorry, just like holding my yogurt up here like it's on display. And it really sucks because in the first place, a lot of people think that when I say I can't eat a lot or I don't eat a lot, they think I don't want to. And that's really not the case. I love food. I love the taste of food. I love shopping for food. I love food. And I've joked around about it for years and said I'm a fat person living in a skinny person's body. And that really is the truth. I love food. I love cooking. I love all that stuff. But my body just doesn't like to allow it. And so right now I'm going through, I guess what you could say is like a rehabilitation from what's called starvation mode. And when your body is in starvation mode, you've been giving it way too few calories. Whether that's because you just can't eat due to a health condition, whether it's because you think you're fat, whatever the case is, anyone can go into starvation mode at any time just by not eating for whatever reason. And so my reason just happens to be due to a stomach condition. And to answer any questions, yes, I am on medication for my stomach to try to control the symptoms and things like that. I'm on Zofran, and, you know, it helps, but it's got some nasty side effects, and I'd really like to get to the point where I'm not on that, but again, that's a whole other video. But even having the nausea under control, to a certain extent at least, it doesn't, like, it's not going to bring back my appetite. Like I said, once you go so long with just a certain amount of calories going in your system is used to it. And there goes my cat. My mom's cat, actually. Anyway, your system gets used to that certain amount of calories, and it's really hard to force more down. So little by little, I'm trying to eat more. And I was so proud of myself, because when I first started charting my calorie intake a few days ago, like I said, I was only taking in maybe 600 to 900 calories a day. And then over the next couple days, I charted my calories again, and it was up to 1,026. And then yesterday I took in 1,946, I want to say. And I was so proud of myself, because I got up to almost 2,000 calories. But, like, those are all on good days for me, like when my stomach's not bothering me that much. On a bad day, all I might eat would be like a few crackers and sipping on Gatorade. Like, that's literally all I'll take. But I haven't started yet, but I'm going to be starting this over-the-counter, I guess you could call it over-the-counter, even though they don't, like, sell it in drugstores. I ordered mine off of Amazon, because I've done a lot of reviews about this particular medicine, and it's called Apitamin. And I've heard, like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers that have done reviews on this stuff that have, like, been trying to gain weight for whatever reason, and they couldn't, so they tried it, and basically the medicine just makes you really, really, really hungry. And at least that's what everyone tells me. So it's due to be delivered to my house later today. So I'll probably try it for the first time tonight with dinner. And then, you know, I might make like an update video at the end of tomorrow just to let you guys know if I'm noticing any difference with it. Like, this is going to be like a little regular thing. I don't know if I'm going to do like a video every week, every month. I'm not sure yet, because I promised you guys certain like timing for videos on certain days, and I haven't lived up to it. So I'm gonna update you guys regularly about this and let you know like what my weight gain has been lately. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated on that, because this is really a topic I could get into. And like, please, if you or someone you know is on a weight gain journey, link them to this video. Like, I want to start a little community about this, because everyone is on this topic of lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, especially around the holidays, like around New Year. Everyone's New Year's resolution, lose weight. Okay, that's great. For the rest of the community, I understand that a lot of the population is overweight. Some of us are underweight. So I want to kind of raise awareness about this and just sort of like start a little community over it. Like, seriously, like hashtag gaining weight. Like, you know, let's start some hashtags about this. If I come up with some, I will like post them in the description box below. I feel like this is going to turn into 2 videos. But yeah, let me cut this off because it's almost at the 14-minute mark, and I don't want to like have it cut off in the middle of me talking. But yeah, stay tuned, hang tight. I'm gonna switch over to the next part of this video.